this is the one that brings back so many memories. And I remember buying this when it first came out. The album I'm talking about is Run-D.M.C, self-titled album Run-D.M.C. So it's in the plastic sleeve that's shining here. Now this album was released on the March the 27th, 1984 on Profile Records, and reissued by Arista Records as well. This is the original release, because I did buy this when it came out, because a lot of records that come out from America, and I was really into kind of hip-hop in 1984 as well, buying some of the old records. Didn't know much about it, because obviously there's a few films like Beat Street come out, and I think Crush Groove had come out in 85, so Run-D.M.C were like a big go-to for me when it comes to kind of hip-hop. And this album, like every track on this album, is just insane. It's considered as a groundbreaking album. It was presenting a more tougher, more hardcore sound, because obviously before that we had things like more like the party rap, like Sugar Hill Gang, and which is great. Curtis Blow, all of that was more party kind of hip hop. This was more aggressive, more emphasis on the beats kind of kicking through, and also it was the first kind of diss track, which was Suck It MCs, which was the first ever kind of diss track really. The first single from this was It's Like That, and obviously we know It's Like That because it obviously come out with the Jason Nevins remix, and it's always a kind of go-to if you're kind of into kind of Run-D.M.C. But they peaked at number 53 on the Billboard chart and number 14 on the top R&B hip-hop chart. The album became the first rap album to achieve a gold certification from the Recording Industry Association of America on December 17, 1984. I mean, wow. I mean, a hip-hop album 1984 hitting that kind of achievement is just incredible. But I love this album. I just love it. I just love the old school feel about it. And, you know, the back, you've got some really old images of Run-D.M.C themselves and the tracks, and we all wanted to look like this. And I love the fact that they kind of hooked on to kind of that Adidas thing, and, you know, they wrote about it. You know, Adidas was their thing, and I love that. From the first album right to the very end, this was them. The style did not change at all. But seminal tracks on here, I said you've got Hard Times, Rock Box, which is the first time I ever heard an amalgamation of rock music with hip hop as well. You've got Jam Master Jay, which was their DJ. Sadly, lost his life quite a few years ago. Hollis Crew is called Crush Groove 2. Suck It MC's Crush Groove 1. Suck It MC's is the one. I mean, what a track. That's just a relentless kind of onslaught. But I mean, what an album. I mean, there was no inner, it was just a black sleeve on 4th and Broadway. If you just want an inward into like what was old school hip hop, where it will come from, this is it. This is it. And you'll see how important Run-D.M.C were to the hip hop community. Love it. Brilliant.